All right, guys, it's T-Man, and we're back again with a new video. It's on our good friend I Am Longevity, the exercise and possibly TRT slave. Anyway, so he's doing a special 100K subscribers. He's celebrating. Yes, he has enslaved 100,000K subscribers. Wow, interesting. How interesting is that? I told you before, man, these channels, the ones that are like this, they're so big on this fake stuff. That's why people love faking it to make it, man. But anyways, let's react to this video. It's a reaction video to I Am Longevity. Why I refuse to slow down. 100,000K a subscriber message. Yes. Okay.
Hi everyone. We just hit
Money.
100,000 subscribers.
See, the thing is this. I could get 100,000 subscribers if I tell people what they want to hear. You understand me? And they're all already brainwashed and stuck on, I gotta get a stronger to get a bigger. All that kind of stuff. Or exercise is gonna get me somewhere. It's gonna make me young. All that kind of stuff, dude. See, so if I tell people what they want to hear, my channel would grow. But I don't tell people what they want to hear. I tell them what they should hear. It's called reality. Get it? Reality, dude. You know, reality. Like bodybuilding, there is such a thing as bodybuilding. There is real bodybuilding, but that's only based on eccentric exercise. But people, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to do eccentric exercise. They don't like it. They don't want to do it. They want to do a bunch of like crappy, they call it accessory work. Yeah, it becomes accessory work when you're doing everything concentrically. But this guy, he's an exercise slave. He just wants to jump around parks and stuff, do weird stuff, jumping up and down, running up and down hills and stuff, cross fields. That isn't that isn't fun, and that's not like sports where you're enjoying yourself. At least if you want to do exercise, do sports. See what I mean?
And I want to thank each and every one of you.
Yeah.
This is just a number. It's a signal that something bigger is happening.
Yeah, you want to know what's bigger happening? That there are more brainwashed people today in the world than ever. It's just like a religion. This is a religion. Just religion is fake. See what I mean? Here's the funny thing. People are all going to say, well, this guy Jesus died for your sins. No, they made you believe that what you're doing is sinful. They used this guy called Jesus because there's nothing written by this person called Jesus in the Bible. There's nothing written by him. And at some point in the Bible, he disappeared for a while. He was gone. He came back or something. Because the individual itself, he may have existed and he may have been crucified. But if they're going to crucify anybody for anything, it's because you're going against the system. This whole religious guy called Jesus Christ, most likely there was a guy called Jesus that existed, but he wanted people to go back into nature and do things naturally. But these people, they don't want to do that. They want to do fake stuff. You understand me? They live in a fake world. That's what they want to do. And so they took the story and they perverted it. You know, made you think like he went to a church, kicked money in the church and all that, or he did this or healed this or did that or did a bunch of weird stuff. He did fasting, starved himself in some cave. You know what I mean? All this kind of weird stuff. And then all these things are very sinful, what you're doing. Like sex is sinful, this, that. I'm going to die for your sins. There's no such thing because you were born with these things to survive. They're survival skills. I don't know how something that is based on survival could be sinful. Listen to the word. Survival is sinful. See, in this world, survival is sinful. So they made you believe that doing all these things that you were born with, survival is sinful. And therefore, if it's sinful, you cannot survive. Only the rich people, that's how they control you. See what I mean? The fact that he was crucified for his thing about bringing you back into nature, that you don't hear that in the Bible because they removed that. See what I mean? That's all. They perverted everything that's in there because they brainwash you. Just like this guy wants to make you believe that exercise has some magic powers. And guess what? Exercise has absolutely no magic powers other than it can stress you, and we know it'll age you. It'll deteriorate you faster than you're aging. You will deteriorate faster than you're aging. That's why he looks 95. Get it? He says 60 going on 30. He's 60 going on 95, going on 100.
People are waking up, I think.
They are. Yeah.
They're starting to question what aging really...
Look how excited he is. I have enslaved 100,000 exercise slaves.
means. This
Yeah.
channel is not about theories. It's not
Sure.
about gimmicks or hype. It's about truth and
Yeah.
results. Everything I talk about.
Look, I'm going to tell you the truth. There is a way to live long and reverse aging. I don't know. Look, I don't know about reversing aging. I'm talking about you not aging anymore. I'm talking about not aging, okay? Staying the way you are, whatever, not aging, okay? And living really, really, really long and not aging. Want to know how to do it? Eccentric exercise. That's what. That's what's going to do it. And eating a natural diet, as raw as possible. Lots of seafood and lots of animal food. That's it. Animal products. That's it. Not anything fake or anything like that, but animal products. And mineralized water, clean water, whatever. And not bathing all the time in like bleaches and stuff and drinking tap water with chlorine and shit. And swimming in chlorine all day and doing weird stuff. Drinking out of plastic bottles all day. All these artificial things you're doing. I'm talking about getting rid of the artificial things and do things naturally. That's it. And some eccentric exercise to mimic that which you would do probably in nature to get this damage to come back so that you can get what we call new cells in your body. Get the progenitor cells to wake up, get out of quiescence, split, divide, and increase in number. Every time they increase in number, you got more of them, you expand that pool, you will expand your telomeres, and you will keep living longer. Now, as far as you deteriorating, well, you don't want to deteriorate. What's going to deteriorate you? Stress, exercise, and these weird sludge food diets and these supplements that he promotes in his channel. That's what I'm talking about. That's going to deteriorate you. And if you go in the sun and you eat these sludge diets, well, plants are very sensitive when you eat them and you go out in the sun. They're going to destroy you even faster too. But if you eat animal products, put animal products on your skin like beef tallow, rub it all over your skin. If you eat it, if you eat a lot of animal fat, if you eat meat, if you eat seafood, you're going to be so much better. And especially if you eat it raw. That's it. Really.
I live every year.
And the more organs you eat, the better too. Animal organs. Drink the blood, animal organs. If you have to drink sometimes from raw milk, can help.
I put my body to the test. I show you how I move, how I train,
Yeah.
how I eat, and how I recover.
The 60-year-olds that I know today in this world that are so artificial, eating artificial food, doing all this artificial stuff, at 60, they don't move very well. They don't move like this guy. Now, I know some 60-year-olds that are on TRT, and they definitely move like this guy now. All of a sudden, they got a lot much more better, and they're still eating the slave food diet. He eats slave food diet, so how is he able to move so well, eating that slave food diet and all those weird toxic supplements that he takes? See what I'm trying to explain to you? You have to question everything. Look how deteriorated he looks. He's deteriorating faster than he's aging.
I don't just talk longevity, I prove it. And let me be clear.
You do. You definitely prove it. Look at his face. Look at your face says everything about you. That's the number one thing you have to keep looking at is your face. I constantly look at my face in the mirror. You understand me? Because that's an indicator of where you're going. See what I mean? And only recently has somebody told me, I was outside doing some people, they know me, haven't seen them in a while, and they go, wow, you're looking younger. They go, what are you doing? I go, nothing. I just keep eating the same food over and over again, natural food. I drink mineralized water, and I try not to poison myself, and I just eat natural food. I also started eating more raw fish and stuff and all that. And they go, maybe it's that. I go, yeah, kinda. Yeah, there's been definitely changes starting eating so it's in a kind of an experiment. You know, you can experiment with foods like, animal products, see which ones make you better. You'll find they'll start making you better and better and better and better, eating these, like organs and things and all that. Do you need exercise like what he's doing? No, you don't need that. You don't need that at all. You need some extracurricular activity, walking around, doing stuff, maybe playing something, I don't know, throwing a football or something, throwing basketball, or having, enjoying your life, going ice skating, going sometimes skiing or something. I don't know, maybe swimming in the summer. You want to swim in a lake or something, but be very careful. You don't want to swim in chlorine all day. That's just disgusting. All that shit's getting absorbed in your skin. That's going to destroy you.
Something. This channel is not about magic pills.
Yeah, sure it's not.
Not about longevity hacks.
Oh, yeah.
Miracle therapies or dreams of immortality. I'm not here to sell you illusions.
No, of course not.
I'm here to expose reality.
No, of course not. He's not here to sell you on these things. He's here to expose reality. I'm the one that's really exposing reality for what it really is. He's not exposing reality.
Because the truth is, if science
Yeah.
cannot find a way to stop the loss of motor units as we age, there will be no break in.
Here we go again. Loss of motor units. You don't lose motor units. They have to be there. They reside in your muscle. That's where they live. They live there. You can recruit them, more of them. They have to be shared. If they proliferate, they have to be shared. See what I mean? If you're recruiting motor units, how do you recruit them? Whatever you're doing, any movement recruits a motor unit. You understand me? Your movements recruit motor units. How else do you think you're walking around on this planet? So I mean, just because you can't see a motor unit doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Now he's trying to tell you they're going to just disappear and then what? You could become an invalid? You're going to become like what? If you don't have any motor units, you'd be in a wheelchair. You'd be paralyzed. You wouldn't be able to move. So he's lying to you. You see what I mean? These motor units don't go anywhere. People die at 120 years old and they still have motor units. They've been moving around. There's nothing wrong. They're deteriorated. Their mitochondria is dysfunctional because they eat slave food diet and all this weird shit and alcohol and whatever else, smoking. But that's not, they haven't lost their motor units. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. But you are going into something called myogenic decline. You're declining. Your progenitor cells are declining. That they decline over time, but they don't just like disappear. They do decline, so there's some functionality that goes away. See what I mean? Because these stem cells, and they don't operate the way they did when they were young. They definitely repaired some massive damage if you had when you were younger, which are much more difficult now. So you don't want to get any real bad injuries as you get older. Definitely, you'll be crippled. But hey, there's stem cell therapy and a bunch of other stuff these days. There's peptides, hormones. They've got, science is backing this stuff up, whatever.
The human lifespan limit.
Yeah.
No matter how advanced the gene therapies, no matter how many supplements or futuristic promises are sold. Once motor units are gone, the system breaks down. And that's...
They don't go gone. They don't disappear. You don't disappear. They don't disappear unless you disappear. He's lying to you.
exactly what this channel focuses on. The real battle isn't against wrinkles. It's against neuromuscular decline. And that battle is fought with movement, precision, power, and daily dedication. No shortcuts. My personal goal is simple, but it goes against everything society expects.
Sure.
To move like someone half my age.
Society is about recruiting slaves. The more you recruit slaves, the easier your life becomes. That's how it works. Everybody lives off slavery. Look, man, YouTube is a slave farm. That's really what it is. These YouTube channels, the entertainment, this guy makes videos. He's enslaved 100,000 YouTubers. YouTube, whatever, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, subscribers, these people, to watch his videos. You understand me? What is the value? What value does he give in his videos? Ask yourself that question. See what I mean? It depends. There are some channels, they have value. I watch them. They give value, but they have very low subscribership. And then there's these channels, there's no value, but they have very high subscribership. Because people, they don't care. They just want to watch garbage.
Not just now, but 10, 20, or even 30 years from now.
Yeah.
That is not easy because aging is not a straight line. From 30 to 50, the decline is slow. It's manageable. But from...
No, it's not. He's lying to you. He's making that stuff up. You understand me? He doesn't know that for sure. You can't measure what people are eating. You want to know why? Because there's no study of anybody eating just raw animal products growing up on them. Or just eating raw marine life, or just raw animals, or whatever. See what I mean? Or eating just vegan diet, raw plants all day, only that. See what happens to these people. Well, we definitely know what's going to happen if you eat plants. You're definitely going to die. It's going to be decrepit death. In Egypt, when they started eating bread, they ran out of food. They just ate bread and water like prisoners, prisoners. Concentration camps, prisoners. All these people, they died. That's why they feed them that food, because they want them to die early. You understand me? Of what? Lack of nutrients, and then they die. And so these people in Egypt, they died young. Some died even at 20. Some died in their early teenage or late teenage years. They died, like Tutankhamun, and who knows who else. And we're talking, these are the elite of the elite because they ate bread because there wasn't anything else to eat.
50 to 70, the body starts to break down faster.
That's not true. My body's not breaking down because I was just outside with two friends today, and we have another friend that showed up there, and he asked me how old I was, and I told him my age. And I go, I'm 57 now, practically 58 now. And the guy looked over and he said, and then my friend asked the other guy, how old are you? He goes, 49. Whoa. He goes, wow, 49. And he looks older than me at 49. You see what I'm trying to explain to you? So there you go. But I'm on a mission to look young and stay young. That's my mission too. I got my own mission too. He's got his mission, longevity. So do I. But my mom told me, she says, you think you can live forever? No, of course not. But you can live very long. And look at animals. They die. They look young when they die. These animals, they die. They look young when they die.
Becomes exponentially.
But look at these humans that eat these fake diets, sludge food diets, these fake foods. Look at how this guy, when he dies, he's going to look like a prune. He already looks like a mummy. And can you imagine when he reaches 95, if he ever does live to 95? If he looks like this at 60, what is he going to look like at 95? Get it? With all that jumping around and all that exercise, ain't going to save him. None of that is going to save this guy from looking like a mummy, which he already does.
Harder to hold on to your strength, your speed,
Sure.
your movement, and your balance.
Yeah.
That is what makes my mission so difficult and so important. Every day.
But nobody is attracted to any of this. You understand me? In the real world, when you walk in the street amongst men and women, they are not attracted to looking like the mummy. They're attracted to youth. Sex is associated with youth. So you want to look young. You don't want to age like this guy doing exercise. You want to stay young as long as you can, because nobody is going to be interested in you looking like the mummy. Part 2.
I train not just to stay in shape, but to defy what most people think is inevitable.
Defy.
And I do this without injury.
I love that one. Defy. Yeah. You're not going to defy gravity or fucking any of this stuff. You're not defying any of this. You're aging, dude. You're going.
Without shortcuts. Without giving in to the idea that we're supposed to fade with age. My vision for this channel is bigger than me.
See, here's what I learned. I learned that gravity makes you young. Well, how does gravity make you young? The question is, you have to ask yourself, how's time move faster in space or on this planet, or how time moves and things, how things work. But one of the things they have mentioned in science, I read this thing. So gravity makes you young, but how does gravity itself make you young? And so how can you increase gravity to make you young? See what I mean? How does it make you younger? Well, it isn't going against gravity out into space. That's going to age you. That's called concentric lifting. A lot of people concentrically lift against gravity. But when you go with gravity, what makes you young when you go with gravity? Well, it causes damage. See what I mean? Eccentrically, when you move, you can move with a lot more weight going with gravity than you could going against gravity. See what I mean? And so that motion, what is happening there exactly? Well, it's activating the growth factors. These factors which will come out and start repairing you and making you better. You'll get more cells and a bunch of stuff. That increases telomeres. That will increase telomeres, a whole bunch of things. There is a whole process going on. You're increasing the extracellular matrix, a bunch of things. But if you go against gravity, none of those things happen. See what I mean? And when the more of it you do against gravity, the more you age. You see what I mean? But the more you go with gravity, the more this aging goes away. It's halted. It stops, and you just look better all the time. You look better and better, specifically on a natural diet, which you should be eating anyways.
I want to change how the world sees aging. When people see someone in their 60s, I don't want them to see decline. I want them to see possibility, power, longevity in motion. This is just the beginning. I'm working on it.
Yes. If this was the goal to get old, he's accomplished it with exercise. I hate exercise.
Full guide, exercises, science, nutrition, and recovery
Yeah.
to help anyone at any age fight back against.
See? And recovery, but there isn't any regeneration. Remember, eccentric exercise is associated with what? Regeneration. Exercise is what he's doing is not associated with regeneration. Do you understand me? But eccentric loads, exercise, you could call it exercise, is associated with regeneration. It regenerates you. See the difference? You look it up. It's in science, okay?
Against the decline. We are going to change minds. We're going to change bodies.
No, it doesn't regenerate you in any way. That's why his face is melting.
And together, we're going beyond the limit.
Yes.
Let's do
We're
it.
going beyond the limit, man. The face is aging, bro. It's going, bro. We're going beyond the limit. We're all going to turn into mummies. Let's accelerate aging. Let's get addicted to accelerated aging. Yes, man. All right.
Yes, baby. Thank you very much, everyone.
You're welcome.
See you soon in my next video.
Sure thing, man. I loved the video. It was interesting. Tell me what you think about that, friends. Like, subscribe, support the channel. If you too are into accelerated aging, you should watch this guy, and he too will enslave you, and you'll become one of his 100,000 subscribing slaves. See you in the next one. Ciao, man. That was funny.